But yes, people. Before we start this interview, you haven't heard the unfortunate news of both Diogo and his brother Andre. Sadly, passed away a couple days ago. So, in honor of this tragedy, my next 20 interviews, I'll be doing a sort of short tribute message just like this to honor them. And yeah, that's about it. So before we get into the sort of boxing side of things, you've been on the YouTube grind. I see. I loved the sort of Niko prank video you did. What sort of made you want to sort of like get back into YouTube in the first place?
Because that's what makes YouTube boxing, you know. If you look at the analytics of I'd say the vast majority of YouTube boxers, the moment they start YouTube boxing, they start lacking in creating content. And from the start, I never wanted to be a boxer. I got called up last minute. I was like, fuck it, why not? And it was a very good time in my life, but I'm going back to my roots to make YouTube videos because I believe I can be the biggest, if not one of the biggest YouTubers in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, your editing your content ideas have been pretty good, and obviously, you have close connects with with Niko and all them. Speaking on those connections, how did you actually manage to make those sort of connections with big UK stars such as Niko?
Well, Niko isn't a big UK star. He's actually a small YouTuber who I've been helping for the past couple of years to really build up his brand. And now I'm so happy I see him releasing these little sweet stuff. I hope it goes well for him. What's it called? The Snakes by Niko?
I think so, yeah. Snakes by Niko, yeah.
Something like that. Honestly, I'm so proud of him, man. Hopefully he really continues his YouTube journey.
Yeah,
I don't know how I met him. He must have like DM'd me one time or something. I really don't know, man.
Yeah, it's inspiring to see a big YouTuber like yourself helping out these small creators.
Has to be done. If I'm not going to do it, who's going to do the charitable causes that I've been funding, you know?
Exactly. So I want to go into sort of the boxing side of things now. You fought, I'll say, what, Misfits 7 and Misfits 8?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's been quite a while since you've last fought. Will you ever step back into the ring?
When I believe I can sell enough seats, because, you know, Misfits isn't a charity, and I believe a lot of the people on the Misfits roster shouldn't be fighting. Not because of who they are, not because of anything, even their boxing skill. I feel like Misfits has trouble bringing in influencers who have a big fan base that can sell seats. And I think that's kind of what started out YouTube boxing, you know, like KSI and Joe Weller.
Right.
They packed out an arena and they wore head guards, you know. If you tell me in today's world, two YouTubers are going to put on head guards and fight and sell out arena, it's so far-fetched from reality, you know. But that's the amount of pull they had back then. And I think that's what Misfits needs. They need all of these people who believe they can get a fight to go off, build up an audience, and then say, you know what, I'll take any fight purse, but give me a percentage of the pay-per-views that I sell and the tickets. Because I've seen clips of people like HS Tiki-Toki, not going out for him, but he I think he requested like $1 million.
Oh wow.
Because and then he said it's totally justifiable because he sells that many pay-per-views. If that's correct, you don't need the $1 million. Just they'll give you an extra bonus on your pay-per-views. That's fine. Then you'll get your $1 million anyway. If you believe in yourself that much, don't take the money. Take the percentage of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I agree in terms of the standpoint that Misfits tend sometimes to struggle to sell out, especially the sort of American shows, because obviously Misfits being UK, I think the loyal fan base is there. So I think generally, unless they have like a good main and co-main, like the undercard could be honestly anything. and people will still show up. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to talk about sort of like the American sort of misfits, like misfits trying to go in America. Do you think at this moment it will ever be possible, because that we don't really have any big American stars? And do you think personally yourself that it's possible? And if it's possible, how can it be done?
Well, you know, the man in charge, the man that's sailing the boat known as Misfits is Mams Taylor, and he's a very very smart man, genuinely. And obviously, there's lots of things that stop him from doing the ideas that he wants to implement.
Yeah.
But whenever he does get his way, the events are amazing. It's just the structure to everything is like, it's really difficult. But if they want to get bigger in America, they just have to market it to a bigger American audience. Like, if we're doing an event in America, don't have UK fighters on there, because it just doesn't make sense. How are you gonna expect to sell out seats in America with somebody of a UK fan base? I know Misfits is big, but I don't know if it's big enough for people's fans to travel across the world to sit in an arena when they can watch it on the zone, you know?
Yeah.
They need to
agree.
bring in people who are local to the areas, which they sorry, 2 days no sleep, which they've done. Credit to them, but it's about trying to get that next big influencer to fight, and that's how they start out in America. I'm saying start out because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, because like when I watch it, brother, the arena's empty, like pretty much like empty. No like not bad mouthing them or anything, but the arenas are empty. And I'll say, especially with the like recent American shows, they're sort of, I'll say, what's it like, picking who's on the card. Like Misfits 13, like credit to Fox. Like Fox is amazing, great boxer, great guy. But to have him as a main event in Nashville against Most Evil Hero, Most Wanted, you know, and Misfits 15 when they had in Houston.
Fox proved the point, man.
Nah, I'm not saying he's not. He's like, I'm just saying, like, in terms of you want to sell out like arenas, you get what I mean? It's not.
But they need to build up their star, and Fox is a star.
Yeah, but you reckon main event?
Yep.
I mean, Fox is brilliant. But like, as for me,
he does need to focus on content, though. He needs to focus on bigger content, more mainstream content that doesn't go out to the boxing community. Because when people go into Misfits, they really struggle to separate boxing from content, and that's the downfall of the majority of the Misfits fighters that are too invested in just boxing, because it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah,
like I've seen people, as soon as they get a fight on Misfits, everything they post is about boxing, which is so dumb. Because if you're already going onto a boxing platform, you'll be seen by a boxing audience. Why do you need to put your whole life around boxing when you've started boxing late in your life? And if you were put in the world rankings, you wouldn't make the world rankings. Focus on content, because they're in the rankings of YouTube, Instagram, etc.
Yeah, I do agree with that. With the sort of Misfits boxing scene, obviously now it's being shrunk to 6 events per year. Do you think that's a major positive overall, in order to get sort of that buzz around Misfits and the bigger fights in, as opposed to how, let's say, events were run previously?
Well, if I come to you and I give you £1,000 or a chance to win £1,000 every month, or if I came around once every 2 months and then I told you, spin this wheel for £1,000 if you win it, what would make you feel like more eager, like this is more special? If I come every month, or it's like once every 2 months?
Every 2 months.
And you know,
Yeah.
even in terms of matchmaking, having more time to make the matchmaking and go over contracts is so beneficial to the people that are organizing these fights, because a lot of the times when it's a month in advance, people could literally just pull out. Like, I know how last minute these things are because I was a last minute replacement. So I know a lot of the ins and outs. So I think it's going to be so beneficial to Misfits, and the quality fights on Misfits are just going to go up and up and up. And especially if you're telling fighters 2 months in advance, they're going to be a lot better.
Yeah. The reason why I asked that question to you specifically was because when you got your opportunity, you were a small creator, and same with Fox, you know. Without that opportunity in Misfits 01, he probably, most likely, may not be where he is now in terms of like within the Misfits community. So having less events and having no filler fights, what does this sort of mean for like the smaller creators, do you think? Because obviously this would decrease their chances on getting these sort of opportunities. So what do you make of that?
Even though I got the opportunity to go on Misfits, I wholeheartedly believe no small creator should go on to Misfits, because it's a business at the end of the day. They're just going to keep throwing money away at people that don't bring in any views. Like, it's not a charity, you know. They have to at least be break even. I think the only reason my fight made sense to do it again was because of how many views they got across social media. Two complete novices just trying to swing at each other, and the other guy's extremely famous online.
Cohen.
But me, I was there to be the punching bag. Somehow I won, so I really think no small creator should look to fight on Misfits. What they should do is look to build an audience. That's the best advice.
I do agree with that, but like I was thinking maybe a way to still incorporate them, because I know it's not a charity, but like bring back like the early prelims or like prelim fights, put it on YouTube, stream it for free, and then just keep it separate from like the undercard where you can have all those. Because I'm just seeing like
the quality of the card. Because imagine you see KSI, and then you see Tommy Fury, and then you see flipping, let's say, Kai Cenat or Aiden Ross or Speed, and then there's Creeper Lover 4670. Like it's like it takes away from the credibility of Misfits, which I know how hypocritical it sounds coming from somebody with the smallest fan base to ever get on Misfits. It's genuinely not a good idea. It doesn't bring any good, besides making one person feel good.
I agree with that. Come to think about it, at the end of the day, because I asked this because I've like interviewed a lot of like people, you know, on the CFL. See if you're unaware, like the CFL scene, and they all have like, you know, these dreams of getting on Misfits, and like they're good guys and all that. But obviously now seeing Misfits shrink, the opportunity is just quite low at the moment. Like just being frank. Because
it shouldn't be I'm fighting on CFL because I want to fight on Misfits. It should be I'm fighting on CFL to get some experience in the ring, or even do amateurs. And while you're doing that, make content. Misfits is influencer boxing. If you have 100 followers, who are you influencing?
A wall. No, that's a bit, but I get what you mean, bro. So I want to talk about your YouTube. But like I did mention you have close connect with the Betas, with like I wouldn't say all of Beta Squad, but Niko and all that. Like, how beneficial has that been in order to help you grow as a content creator yourself and be able to produce, I'll say, high quality content, just in general?
Well, first and foremost, what's his name? Niko.
Yeah, the one that created Snakes. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Snake. Yeah, Snake's my Niko. Yeah, no, honestly, very great guy. Yeah, no, on the real, I think I've known him for 4+ years or something, and the main things that really opened my eyes is going to shoots and seeing how like how everything was recorded, how everything was planned, because I can just integrate that into the way I film videos. And a lot of the time when you're not surrounded by people you want to aspire to be like, it's really hard to even envision yourself in that position. But just going there, speaking to everybody, speaking to the cameraman, speaking to the editors, speaking to the boys, it's like I've got a huge insight, and I just took that knowledge and I built on it and I built on it and I built on it after all these years. And then once I realized my editing skills were actually getting somewhere, I started getting people hitting me up left, right, and center wanting to hire me. KSI's editor wanted to hire me.
Oh, wow.
Said no.
Wow. Congrats.
Editing's a headache, and I don't like editing at all unless it's for my videos, because it's a lot of work. This is why I've been awake for 2 days now, because I'm trying to get a video out in a few hours.
Now I appreciate you even, sleep deprived and you're still here. I appreciate you. So
No worries, man.
You just said about being in that environment being really beneficial to you. What do you think is like the biggest insight you gained from being around all these people in your content creation?
To be honest, it's that they're real humans. Like when I was younger, I used to look up to all of these YouTubers, like even KSI, and in my head I was like, oh, it's just a character online. It's hard to separate the human from the content creator, because in my mind they've always been on screen. They don't exist. They're not a person. But even just seeing them in real life, it was like, okay, wait, like maybe I can do this YouTube stuff. And I've been focusing on doing little small videos here, small videos there, but I'm gonna give you an exclusive. I am going to be posting one of the biggest videos that's been posted in the UK in the last couple of years.
Wow. Any clues of what it could be or not?
I can't tell you anything besides I'm probably getting arrested. And then after that, we have a video featuring 100 of the biggest YouTubers from around the world.
Wow, crazy. Yeah, that sounds unbelievable. Generally, because I've been seeing your reason, not like your most recent, but like I just point out that video because it just on the top of my head, like as a small creator yourself, it seems like you're producing videos as if you should have like 100k subs. Like I've been real.
The thing is, I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot. But my entire mindset is I don't care about subscribers or views. I just make videos that I want to watch. And if people like it, then they like it. Because my goal is to build a fan base, not spam out YouTube shorts and then try get an inflated subscriber count. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing YouTube for, man. I'm trying to build a community of people that are like-minded like myself and enjoy the things that I post. Because I enjoy the things that I post, not being egotistical. Not everything that I post. Don't look at my Instagram stories. But genuinely good content that is meaningful and is unique. I'm not the copying kind of YouTuber. Every idea I have is I go through a dictionary once a month. I look at every word and I try and make a video title from each word.
Oh, that's real. That's cool, bro. So obviously there's still a good couple of months till the end of 2025. You've obviously mentioned that big upcoming video plans in the near future. Any other goals potentially even like personal goals outside of content creation for yourself, or even boxing, if there's any?
No boxing goals, no personal aspiration goals, just YouTube.
Just YouTube, just on that YouTube grind.
Cancelled my holiday this year, so I'm gonna be stuck here all summer, just editing and recording. Oh,
No, but
it's
do
a
you
sad
think?
world.
But how does it feel, obviously, being on that grind and being on that sort of struggle? At the end of the, do you just see that vision at the end of the day that all of this is gonna be worth it in the end? Or do you feel like
A
someday?
million percent.
Yeah.
1,000,000%, man. And you see a common trait in a lot of successful YouTubers early on is there's a lot of people that are telling them, go rest, what are you doing? What are you doing to yourself? Why are you just working, not leaving your house, not doing anything? I haven't, just to tell you how many videos I have pre-recorded and everything and been working on, I wanted to try guess how many times this year, since the beginning of the year, I've been out with my friends. Bear in mind, we're in July.
I don't know, like 5 times, 6 times.
Once.
Wow. Okay.
And that was for my birthday.
Yeah.
That's the grind. And I spend days per week where I don't sleep, so I don't lose my trail of thought. And then when I do sleep, I try lucid dream, where I can control the dream so I can think of YouTube stuff in my dream. I even have my dream journal. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
I've got my dream journal right there. It's a grind, man. You gotta be on it 24/7, even when you sleep.
No, respect, man. Very. Genuinely, I always say like, oh, truly inspiring to hear. But generally, that's very inspiring to hear. Like on a real one. Like it's crazy.
I was literally just editing a Zoom thing as well, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying funny you sent me a Zoom link. I was editing a little animation for you can't even see it properly. But it's
a bit of it,
a little Zoom animation for a video which I can say it now because it's gonna be coming out very shortly. I invited 1,000 strangers to my birthday party.
Oh.
Nice little video.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Started to watch that one, mate.
But I do have to go because I'm getting some materials dropped off. I have about 100 kilos of material being dropped off for the big video.
Oh yeah. Well, just one more question, mate, just before you leave. After the end of all my reviews, what is the best quote or piece of advice you've ever received?
My best piece of advice is don't take people's advice. Because everyone is dumb in their own way. No one's perfect. Be you and live yours.
There we have it. Thank you so much, Brad. Unbaer.
No worries, man.